What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You know where we are. We in Armada, so this is an Armada vlog. Look, tune in, check in, comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feeling, what you've been up to today. How's your family? How are you as a whole? How are you doing? First and foremost. Now, I'm not going... We got to deal with that for a little while, okay? No fears. We're not going to let it interrupt us, but... So check it. I am on my way out to dinner with myself because that's what I do. You know, I don't have a problem being one with myself, and that is important in your everyday life. Be comfortable with you. Highly important. If you cannot be comfortable with you, I don't know what you're doing wrong. Something wrong in your life if you're not comfortable with you. You don't always need a crew.
Keep left after 2 miles and continue on 995 south toward Baltimore.
Whatever. But you know what I'm getting at. This sun is in my face and this traffic is slowing me down. But anyway, I'm about to go to Cooper's Hawk, get me a little bite to eat, pick up my my bottles. I got 8 bottles to pick up. I got 4 wine tastings, but I'm only going to pick up my 8 bottles. Some to eat, and maybe do wine tasting because I have a podcast to get to tonight. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is when you put yourself in the public space, you open yourself up to all kind of scrutiny, nonsense, criticism, judgments, and all that. And in the midst of that,
keep left after 1 mile and continue on 995 south.
Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. In the midst of that, you have to have thick skin. You have to have thick skin to an extent. And I'm saying that because people are going to have their opinions. We see this all the time with child stars, superstars, athletes, actors, politicians, law enforcement, ICE. You know, you have to have a thick skin. You have to be able to operate without letting things get to you too much to where you can still operate even keeled to the best of your abilities, or just walk away from the situation until you can bring your whatever down. Now, I say that because in the midst of my adult life, there have been situations where I've been in relationships, dated people, whatever the case may be. And before I even get into what I'm about to say, I am going to say this first and foremost. I have not always reacted maturely in situations. I gotta say that because if I omit that, then certain people want to jump in my comments or inbox me or text me or call me and have something to say about whatever. And it's like, look, first and foremost, I am okay with recognizing my faults, okay? First and foremost. Now that we got that out the way. Now, sometimes when you post on social media, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you choose, the Blue Sky, X, Threads, you're going to have people respond to you in a way that is unnecessary and uncalled for. And when that happens, in my opinion, these people are triggered for whatever reason. And it's like, first of all, I understand completely and fully that I put myself in a public space. While I'm in this public space, in no way, shape, or form, unless I explicitly say so, am I being serious on whatever I post. Yes, I'm serious that I posted it, but the subject matter is not necessarily serious, all right? Now, there are billions of people on every social media platform. And however, I am honored if someone goes out of their way or just happens to come across anything that I post and a comment, good, bad, or indifferent, I am grateful that you took the time to hear what I had to say and provided feedback. The thing about it is, if you come at me sideways, I'm going to come back at you sideways because I am petty like that. That's part of that vindictive narcissist thing. I'm not a vindictive narcissist, however, you get where I'm going with this? Because last week, was it last week? I think it was last week. I made a post. It was a short about being called a narcissist. And somebody came at me sideways. And another person just, added their feedback. And it's cool. You add your feedback, all right, cool. I'm cool with that. Dialogue is great. But the one person just came at me sideways and I liked it. Went away, did what I was doing because I was still on the clock. Went away, did what I had to do. Some more comments came in and I went back and I was like, you know what? I'm going to comment. And I didn't comment in a nasty way. I just commented in a sarcastic way to not even to prove anything, just to acknowledge their comment. That was it. But my thing about it is, and it's not more so, well, it kind of is directed towards that person because it's like, you don't know me, but you're coming at me with this venomous response. And it's like, for what? Like, I don't know you from a can of paint, and I would, even if I didn't agree with anything that you posted, I would not come at you sideways, telling you to delete your page, delete your channel, or delete your page, or you don't know what you're talking about. Be an adult. Because this person looks like they're in my age group or maybe a little older. I don't know. They may be younger than me. But my point is, why do you feel it necessary to come at me with an attacking, mentality when it's like, dude, first thing I'm not going to do is go back and forth with you on social media. That's what I'm not going to do. Like, if you feel that strongly about it, we can meet in person and have a conversation. But what I'm not going to do is engage in a back and forth on social media. That is a waste of my adult energy. That is a waste of my, that's just a waste of energy, period. And I don't understand why people feel that is necessary. But to each his own. So rock on with your bad self. If that person is so inclined to reply back, then it is what it is. But what I am going to do, I am going to slide over to their channel and see what they have, what they have going on. Because I'm curious as to what makes them an authority in telling me to shut the F up, delete my channel, and I don't know what I'm talking about. What makes you the authority in this area? Like, if you have credentials, state your credentials before you pop off. That's what you need to do. Because unless you are a subject matter expert, unless you are credentialed in any shape or form, I don't care what you say. It's not important to me. It's just not. That could be my narcissistic tendencies, where again I have not been diagnosed with an NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. I don't have anger issues. I don't have any type of thing about me to where I need to jump up and down and make myself feel like a big person, especially on social media. Not at all. But anyway, that's all I had to say on that subject, and I will catch y'all in the next video. I'm on my way out to Cooper's Hawk, have me a nice little dinner, and pick up some of my bottles of wine, and I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Please don't tell me this traffic is about to stop. This is the last thing I want to deal with right now. My reservation is at 4:30. GPS says I'm gonna get there at 4:22. So as long as traffic is flowing, we gonna be good. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.